the last 60 years, technology has advanced leaps and bounds. From a 1-ton machine that could store 3.5 megabytes of data IBM 350, to an SD card that can store 2 terabytes of data and weighs only 2 grams, we have come a long way. One thing which has remained constant throughout this time is change. Technologies change every 2-3 years, and it is important for a professional who works in the technology space to keep themselves updated to climb up the career ladder fast. Today, we are going to talk about the trending technologies in 2022, so let's get started. AI as a service. Artificial intelligence as a service refers to off-the-shelf AI tools that enable companies to implement and scale AI techniques at a fraction of the cost of a full, in-house AI. The concept of everything as a service refers to any software that can be called upon across a network because it relies on cloud computing. In most cases, the software is available off the shelf. You buy it from a third-party vendor, make a few tweaks, and begin using it nearly immediately, even if it hasn't been totally customized to your system. According to Indeed.com, there are 50,000 plus jobs vacant in the United States. Similarly in India, there are 15,000 plus jobs. According to Glassdoor, the average salary of an AI engineer is $120,000, and in India, it is 10 LPA. Next up in our top 10 trending technologies article is DevOps. DevOps is a mindset of molding your IT process and organizational structures to promote business value, software quality, and continuous improvement. To implement DevOps, Netflix created a suite of programs called the Simian Army. These programs created problems like shutting down servers randomly, deliberately causing latency problems between services, etc. This helped their team to create fault-tolerant and scalable systems, ultimately helping them achieve the DevOps principles. The average salary of MLOps or DataOps engineer in India is 9 lakhs per annum, and in the United States is $110,000. The highest can even go up to $140,000 per annum. Predictive analytics is the next technology featured in this top 10 trending technologies blog. Predictive analytics is a category of data analytics aimed at making predictions about future outcomes based on historical data and analytics techniques such as statistical modeling, machine learning, and business intelligence. According to Forbes, the data science field will grow about 28% through the 2026 year-on-year. According to Gartner, 70% of organizations will make use of predictive analytics by the year 2025. The annual average salary for a data scientist in the US is $111,000. In India, the average salary of a data scientist is 11 lakhs per annum. The Internet of Behaviors is next in our top 10 trending technologies article. Internet of Behavior, also known as IOB, refers to the behavioral data analysis gathered from our devices around us. Alexa, Google HomePod, and even your smartphones are examples of IoT devices. According to Gartner, about 40% of people will be tracked by IoT devices by 2023. According to Glassdoor, the salary of an IoT engineer in India can range from 5 LPA to 16 LPA. In the US, the average annual salary is between $110,000 to $140,000. Edge computing comes next in our top 10 trending technologies article. Edge computing is the practice of capturing, storing, processing, and analyzing data near the client, where the data is generated, instead of in a centralized data processing warehouse. IDC forecasts that the global edge computing market will reach $250 billion by 2024. The average salary of a cloud engineer ranges between $104,000 in the US to $147,000 annually. In India, it is 12 LPA and can go as high as 30 LPA. In the US, there are 130,000 jobs vacant for cloud engineers according to Indeed.com. In India, There are 30,000 plus jobs vacant for cloud engineers. Snowflake is the next technology in our Top 10 Trending Technologies article. Snowflake is a cloud data warehouse that pulls data from a wide range of software, services, and computing platforms. What makes Snowflake different is its ability to scale compute and storage independently. Snowflake has more than 4,900 customers, including 212 of the Fortune 500, with tons of jobs available on the job portals. The average salary for a Snowflake data warehouse engineer is 15 lakhs per annum in India, and in the US it's $125,000 per year. The next blog in our Top 10 Trending Technologies series is full stack development. Blockchain has been a buzzword for a couple of years now. Normally people have an understanding that blockchain's use cases are limited to just cryptocurrencies. But comparing cryptocurrencies to blockchain is just like saying smartphones can only be used for making calls. Blockchain has now found its way in industries like health, insurance, finance, and a lot more. In fact, there are popular games like Axie Infinity which now utilize blockchain. According to Deloitte's global survey, 45% of emerging disruptors have already brought blockchain to production. Gartner forecasts that the business value generated by blockchain will grow rapidly, reaching $176 billion by 2025 and $3.1 trillion by 2030. Full stack development is the next blog in this Top 10 Trending Technologies series. According to Forbes, internet usage has increased by 70% in the past 2 years. This clearly paves way for more online businesses to come in the near future. Even the US government is recruiting for one, but in an interesting way. Full stack developer is an engineer who works on both the client side and server side of the software application. This type of developer works on the full stack of a software application, meaning front-end development, back-end development, database, server, API, and version controlling systems. Hence, the name full stack developer. The average salary of a full stack developer in India is 8 lakhs per annum, and in the United States is $110,000 per year. Next in this Top 10 Trending Technologies blog, we have cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the practice of protecting critical systems and sensitive information from digital attacks. Also known as information technology, IT, security. Cybersecurity measures are designed to combat threats against networked systems and applications, whether those threats originate from inside or outside of an organization. In 2020, the average cost of a data breach was $3.86 million globally, and $8.64 million in the United States. These costs include the expenses of discovering and responding to the breach, the cost of downtime and lost revenue, and the long-term reputational damage to a business and its brand. Cyber threats resulted in damages worth a whopping $6 trillion in 2021 alone, making it the single largest economic disaster in history. According to a report in the health sector alone, cybersecurity is expected to boom to $125 billion by 2025. Hyperautomation involves the use of multiple technologies like artificial intelligence, AI, machine learning, and automation technologies such as robotic process automation, RPA, to automate as many business processes as possible. According to Business Wire, 70% of RPA professionals say their organization will hire more developers in the next year. According to Forbes, the use of AI in many sectors of business has grown by 270% over the last 4 years.